Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2, gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2, gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. He was like, hey, come over here with me, Weezy, come on. Hey, look, I got it, but look, I don't want everybody to think I'm coming over here alone. I'm like, come over there with you. I was like, bro, I'm just getting in Lawrenceville. I seen how they 229 when I was in 40 building. I told you my roommate called me to go over to 42 party, get on the jack that day when I went to the red team sale. Like, but I see how they 229 on this joint, but still though, I'm like, hold you down. Like, first of all, he wasn't from Norfolk. Y'all know the rules. He wasn't from Norfolk. He really wasn't my guy. We just did food business together. You know what I mean? He was reliable and convenient because he freaking helps my stomach. Pause. Like, I get to eat good. So like, I didn't see the connection of me holding him down. He was like, nah, look, I'm telling you, you ain't got to do nothing. It ain't nothing but a white dude, Weezy. I'm like, but still though, we going over there together like we a part of a wrestling team or something, man. I started to say, you look like Bam Bam Bigelow with that cut off thermal, but I ain't even say that though. I'm like, yo, man, look, man. He was like, man, come on, man. He was like, look, ain't nobody gonna mess with us, man. He said, when they do rap, we going over there. I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, look though, this is what I'm saying though. I said, man, look, y'all already know I'm always trying to make a couple dollars. Like, even if it's the food, y'all, you hear me? I'm trying to make a couple dollars. I'm like, oh, look, all right, if I come over there with you, man, and listen. I was like, I'm trying to start ordering the stuff, man, for you can just start making cakes, man, weekly, man. You know what I mean? I said, you only make cakes for people's birthday. That was another thing that Chef did. Like, I don't even want to break down the steps on how they make a cake, man, because that was one thing that, when I was trying to scan, like I couldn't get it. I couldn't get everything, all the ingredients down on that because there's so much into making a prison cake, man. There's a lot that comes with it. And I never was able to master that, man. But Chef used to do it only on occasions of people's birthdays. But I started seeing that, when he make it, everybody will buy it. So I'm like, look, if I buy the stuff for the cake, like, you know what I mean? Me and you split the proceeds off the cake because the cake used to cost $25. That's how much the cake costs. So I'm like, if I spend $50 and get all the ingredients that he needs to the cake, and he ended up making like 5-6 cakes, then that's a profit. You know what I mean? Like, I just be trying to think about $1. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, I ain't going to hold him down for nothing, y'all. You know what I mean? But still, though, I'm not even gonna put my hands on nobody. I don't have nothing to do with this, and I'm definitely not fighting over no vegetables. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man. So after I broke that down to him, he was like, look, don't worry about that right now. He was standing up in the booth looking all bow-legged. We waiting for the door to open. He was like, don't worry about that right now. You gonna handle it? Look, I was like, nah, just say it was a. He was like, nah, listen, you ain't going nowhere, right? I was like, not the time being. He was like, look, don't worry about it then. Man, it was like, exit for outside rent, exit for outside rent. Everybody started letting out. He was like, he went over that jump, this jump was, I'll never forget this. This was crazy. This word, he went over that jump. He was looking serious, like he was sneaking. This man almost 300 pounds, man, like 300 pounds. He thought he was sneaking. He was like, he stood on the side of the wall. Everybody coming out from each door. They got all the doors open. Everybody coming out. CO dipped to the front. He was like, he looked at me. He was like, he gave me one of them jump. Come on. I was like, shh. He walked in the party. He was like, it was a group of dudes at the back table, and I seen one white dude. The white dude wasn't even no big white dude. He's back there with all these dudes, and they look like they cooking. So they be walking. So we walking back there. He kept it quiet. And when he got close, he got to the table. The dude had a laundry bag. And all I seen was green. I seen something green. So that had to have been a green pepper. But he got to the table. He was like, ugh. He snatched the bag. Dude was like, man, give me my vegetables back. He was like, back up. These my vegetables. These my vegetables. Dude was like, man, give me my, he kept going like this. Dude was like, man, give me my, he was like, no, these my vegetables. These my vegetables. Here, hold them, Weezy. I was like, he dropped the jar in my hand. I'm like, dude was like, give me my vegetables, man. Dude was about to come my way. This is my word. Chef was like, Chef blocked him. Chef was like, nah, these my vegetables. These my vegetables. 2 black dudes at the table. He was like, man, come on, Chef, man. What you doing, man? He about to make us something to eat, man. He was like, nah, he can't cut my vegetables. Nah, no, sir. These my vegetables. How much you pay for them? How much you pay for them? Dude was like, man, that's none of your business, man. Give me my vegetables back. He was like, nah, forget that. Nah, forget that. I was like, yo, chef here, man. He was like, I got it. He grabbed a laundry bag back from me. He was like, you can have your laundry bag back. He took the green pepper out. It was like 3 green peppers, no onions. He took green and 3 of them out. He was like, so you can have your laundry bag back. He just started tucking them shits in his back pocket. He was like, he had 2 that jumped like it was about to fall out. He was like, hey, Weezy, I need you to hold one for me. I'm like, shh. He threw me a green pepper. I'm like this, like, psh, I catch the joint. Like, I threw it in my back pocket. That's what I threw in my back pocket. So we standing there. The white dude like, man, that's messed up, chef, man. I ain't gonna do nothing, man. You're not the only one to buy from him, man. I buy from him too. Chef was like, I buy from him on the 1st and 15th of every month. 1st and 15th of every month, I spend $25 with him. I've been doing it for a whole year. Now he ain't got nothing because he said you bought my stuff. This is my stuff right here, man. You're not gonna get in the way of how I eat. He straight scream on the white dude. White dude like, man, that's messed up, chef, man. That's messed up, man. You come over here and take my peppers. Chef was like, nah, you stay out of my business. Don't be worrying about who I'm dealing with. Yeah, that's my plug. That's not your plug. I'm like, chef acting like he's selling dope, man. I ain't understand this, y'all. So boom. But still, though, I'm like, this is my popcorn, though. Hey, chef, man, what you got going on? I'm watching that joint, though. You know what I mean? I'm like, chef is a maniac, man. But say word, I just came over here and got involved in a vegetable robbery, man. Like, I didn't understand that, y'all. Like, it was crazy about word. Chef robbed him, man. Chef robbed him strong out him for his vegetables, man. Word, white dude, man. White dude, man. He like, come on, Weezy. He started walking back towards the door. He got back to the door. We got by the door. He was like, hey, yeah, see, I don't play about them vegetables. His face was like this. He was like, yeah, see, I don't play about them vegetables, Weezy. That's all you see is that big mustache. Yeah, I don't play about them vegetables, Weezy. Nah, I don't play about that. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I paid him his money back. Yeah, he got his money back. That's all that matters. I said, but look, chef, I said, what if dude really meant to send it to him and you just straight took dude's stuff just now? He was like, nah, he don't never run out. He don't give nobody nothing. I'm gonna talk to him next. Yeah, he at work, he at the school, he working. He was, I'm gonna talk to him next when he get back. When he come back for program, I'm gonna talk to him next. Because you don't sell nobody. His hand was like this. You don't sell nobody you don't sell nobody my vegetable. Nah, you don't sell nobody my vegetable. Nah, Weezy, come on. So I'm like, yes, psychopath. So we get back in the bar. He go straight to the table and just start cutting that joint up. You know what I mean? He told the seller, hey, give me that pickle. The seller gave him the pickle, come out with a pickle, a peanut butter jar and a pickle. And so he just start chopping. That joint didn't even bother him to cut up. He just all in the mighty little dime rocks. He like, I go upstairs. I'm like, man, it's crazy. I go upstairs, holler at my roommate. I said, yo, say word, man. Chef just went over in the 62 part and robbed the white dude for his vegetables, man. He like, what? I was like, and I went with him, man. He told me to hold him there. He was like, why you go with him? I was like, bro, I don't know, bro. I was like, for real though, man, I'm about to get Chef to start making these cakes, man. You know what I mean? I was like, for real, you trying to get in on these joints? He was like, man, I'm for real though, man. Like, he was like, I mean, I buy from him. I don't be like trying to do business like we together. I was like, you right, man. I said, for real, I was just thinking like a fat boy, man. I was like, I ain't messing with Chef, man. I said, I just really went over there to be nosy for real, man. I was like, Chef, I said, bro, Chef robbed the dude for his vegetables, man. I said, man, Chef took the bag right off the man's table and everything, man. Then paid the man. I said, so if you call that a robbery after you pay him, like, I don't know what you call that, man. My son was like, man, Chef, wow, man. He was like, Chef, man, Chef crazy, man. He was like, man, I don't know, man. He was like, man, Chef out of control. But as long as he keep making that food, I ain't tripping. I'm like, nah, I be trying to check on. What do you got for the menu? What do you got on that menu? That's what I be checking on. So he like, yeah, that's what's up. So he went out in the pod. I stayed in the cell a little bit. So I'm in the cell chilling. I hear a knock at the door. Yo, I see a big arm come to the door with an anchor. He had an anchor tattoo. Like, I see that joint. He like, yo, he like, hey, got something for you. I'm like, what's this? He like, it's your meal. I'm like, a meal? I said, you made that joint that fast? He was like, I was just missing the green pepper onions. Yeah. I was like, what is this, man? He was like, look, he made a log. Pause. Pause. Word, that joint. I said, I didn't even know the name of that joint. But when he come in with the joint, he sit it on the table. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, the joint way longer than that fried wrap I'm telling you about. I'm like, what's that? He was like, it's called a log. I'm like, a log? What's a log? First of all, pause wasn't invented yet, you know what I mean? I wasn't saying pause. That man said, man, came to myself, said he had a log, man. Pause, that's word. Look, he said, yeah, it's called a log. I'm like, a log? I'm like, what's a log? He grabbed his butter knife and went to the table. We just started cutting it. He was like, he cut it in four. So it was a piece at the end, piece in the middle, piece right here, and piece on the end. So he was like, grab one, put it in your bowl. I was like, all right, grab my bowl, put the joint in there. I was like, what you got in here, man? What's in this joint? I stabbed it with my spork. I was like, and I opened the joint up. All I seen was tuna fish, mackerel, like cheese, clams. I'm like, what is a seafood joint? He was like, yeah, it's a seafood log, green pepper, onions. I'm like, yo, what I owe you for this? He was like, ouch, you with me, right? You went to hold me down. I was like, yeah, though. I was like, man, but I was trying to, he was like, nah, look, the cake's too much work. Cake's too much work, man. Look, we want to do something with some food and we can talk. But other than that, I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I was like, man, I appreciate this though, man. He was like, yeah, it's cool though. Like, you know, ain't nothing changed, man. Like, you know, I still give you good deals and whatever you want to do, Weezy. I'm like, man, that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? My roommate came upstairs. He was like, what's that? I was like, yo, just taste this junk, bro. I was like, this is a seafood log. He was like, he hit that joint. He was like, man, he was like, what kind of crust? Cause like the joint was like a swole that he flipped over into the food. You know what I mean? Like that's what a log is. Like you make your piece of crust regular, like in a big square or like a long square rather, like a rectangle basically. And you put the food like on one half of it, spread it out, whatever you putting up there. Then you flip the rest of the crust over top of it. But you gotta be a beast to do that, man. That's my word, man. You gotta be an animal to do that. Cause I like people will fumble on that junk. I seen people in the future fumble on that junk. So like for real, my roommate was like, yo, this junk crazy. My roommate bought a piece from selling a piece of the joint for $5. So my roommate bought a piece of the joint. So chef dipped out. So I go downstairs after I ate the junk, man. I was gonna get me some ice, get me something to drink, got some Kool-Aid in my cup. You know what I mean? So I go downstairs, I'm chilling downstairs. I see the white dude at the door. You know what I mean? The white dude at the door, he just looking, he like, so I move out his way because he looked like he was looking at our part. So I'm getting ice. I'm like, I hear his voice come to the door. Hey, man. I'm like, he talking to me. Hey, man. I'm like, hey, man. I'm like, I go in front of the door. I'm like, yo. He was like, hey, you that guy that was with Chef? He spotted me. He was like, you that guy that came with Chef? I was like, yeah. I came over there with him. What's up? He was like, yeah, he think it's a freaking game. It's not a game though. I'm happy that he think it's a game though. He fucking took my green pepper onions. He was like, where the fuck is he? I was like, hold on, who the fuck is you talking to? First of all, I said, yo, listen, your beef ain't with me, bro. You know what I mean? So you need to relax, bro. I said, but hold on though. I said, hey, Chef. Hey, Chef. He came out the door. He was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, yo, somebody wants you at the door. He was like, who is it? I was like, yo, dude from 62 Pod. He was like, This word Chef come walking like this, because his joint all the way in the back, he gotta come to the door. Chef come walking to the door like this with his flip flops. He like, what you want, man? White dude said something to the door. He was like, the door open up. When the door open up, white dude's like, man, give me my fucking shit back, man. Right now. Chef is like, it's already gone. It's already gone. Man, he's like, you think it's a joke? You think this shit a fucking joke, Chef? You a fucking joke, man. That's who the fuck you are. You a fucking joke. Don't worry about it, though. You think because you fucking tall and fat, you think you just do what you want? And then Chef was like, no. Shit, I reckon, goddamn, you just scared to do what you want to do. Make a move then, shit. Fucking green pepper onion is in my stomach. I was like, damn, this nigga disrespectful as a bitch. He told the nigga his green pepper was in his stomach, y'all, so boom. White dude, the door stayed open for a second. White dude was like, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He say that's the big slider from the outside opened up. You know what I mean? So I guess the dude was coming back from school. The dude that worked the Holly Culture joint. You know what I mean? So the dude walked in. So goddamn, the white dude was like, hey man, look. This is why I stayed out here, man. Look, man. Chef came over there and he fucking took them green pepper onions I bought from you, man. So the dude was an old head dude. Like, I never seen who the vegetable plug was. But they was treating this man like he was Pablo Escobar, for God's sakes, man. Like, I didn't know what was going on. But I never seen the vegetable plug. But he came, he walked in, he was like, he took it. He was like, yeah, he took it from me, man. This word Chef was like, yeah, I took it. He kept rubbing his stomach. He was like, yeah, I took it. Yeah, I took it. Dude was like, why you take his vegetables? He was like, cuz, you sold him my vegetables. What I tell you about doing that? I told you on the 1st and 15th, I buy all the green pepper onions. I told you that. Dude was like, man, listen, man. I got a business to run too, just like you got a business to run, man. You can't tell me who to sell to, Chef. What you got going on, man? Listen, you sell on the 1st and 15th to me like you been doing. You not finna get my stuff away, man. What is wrong with you, man? So dude like, man, look, they told the white dude, he like, man, look, man, I'll try to get you something else, man. He was like, but that was kind of like the rest of the green peppers that was out in the joint, man. He was like, I'll try to get you some more, man. See the kitchen or something. Dude was like, man, nah, man. That's what you ain't gonna find no more, man. That's it, man. You ain't gonna have no more till the end of the month. Yo, Chef went in his pocket, he pulled out a toothpick. He was like, I still got 3 of them. And I still got a whole pickle jar full of green pepper onion. Dude was like, man, well, look, give him one, Chef. Chef was like, I ain't give him shit. Fuck that white boy. I was like, man, that's fucked up, Chef, man. I even said it, man. I was like, that's fucked up, Chef, man. Chef looked at me like, man, your goddamn business, Weezy. I was like, man, you wild, Chef, man. So the dude was like, man, all right, man. If you gonna carry it like that, then, Chef, then we can't do no business then, man, because I don't sell nobody nothing, man. He said, you didn't say nothing to me, so I thought you ain't want shit. I went and sold it to him. So what the fuck I supposed to do, run your ass down? I can't keep up with your ass, Chef. Chef was like, no, fuck that. You supposed to come to me like you been doing. I ain't got to fucking chase behind your ass. He said, do I look like a nigga that got to chase a nigga? I'm fucking 300 pounds. Do it look like I need to chase a motherfucker? I was like, man, this nigga goddamn Chef mouth slick as a bitch, y'all. So boom. I'm sitting there being nosy as a motherfucker at that. I'm being nosy, y'all. I promise y'all. I'm standing at that door being nosy as a bitch. The nigga Chef like, man, fuck that shit, nah. God damn it, nigga think it's a motherfucking game. Nah, shit, nigga, that's my shit. He just talking over them niggas and everything. So the white dude like, don't worry about it, motherfucker. Yeah, you think I don't fucking know? I know, motherfucker. Yeah, you think I don't fucking know? Chef was like, no what? Nigga, you don't know shit, motherfucker. Fuck you. Yeah, your green pepper onions in my cell. Come get them, bitch. White dude was like, all right, fuck that. Dude was like, man, the black dude tried to talk to him like, look, man, I'm gonna get you. Like, nah, fuck that. And Chef was like, I'll be waiting to see your ass in the end of the month. And just walked away from the door. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, as soon as I said it, the door closed. That shit was kind of like goddamn Chef dropped the mic game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he had a good performance. As soon as Chef walked away, the door closed. Poosh, right in their face. Chef walked back to his cell like this. I said, man, Chef, wow, man. I said, yo, Chef is wild, man. I'm telling you, man, Chef was a wild dude. I promise y'all, man, I couldn't believe this shit. And I'm like, yo, Chef straight just bucked on the damn white boy. So they ended up calling outside rec. So when they call outside rec, I didn't go out. You know what I mean? I ain't go out. My roommate went out. A few other people went out. You know what I mean? I decided to stay in. You know what I mean? And finish eating the other half of that freaking log. Paul. I decided to eat dog because I only ate half of it. I was like, man, I'm about to go put this joint in the microwave and everybody go outside and bust this Jane up with a bag of shebang game. You hear me? I couldn't wait to do it, man. So I was like, that's what I was plotting on. So everybody did it. I stayed inside. I heat my little food up. I hopped on the wall phone for a second. Then I went back upstairs to my cell. So now I'm in the cell chilling. You know what I mean? I'm eating. Everybody at rec, 2 o'clock recs, feeling good outside. Everybody out there, I'm eating. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. Coming to the door and look. I see Chef back at the table like this. Like he used to be on super concentrating mode when he cutting up an onion or a pickle. You like, I'm like, man, everything normal out there, John. I go back and sit back down, chilling now, looking at the TV, and I'm just relaxing, man. Like you can kind of see. And I'm kind of relaxing and like the noise of the pod, you can kind of tell if that's the pod coming back. You know what I mean? The pod is coming back. So I'm like, man, the pod coming back, everybody coming back. So I stayed in the cell still, you know what I mean? But you can hear, hey, CO. Everybody trying to get back in their door. Hey, let me in. You know what I mean? I get up one time and look. I was like, everybody coming back from rec, man. I look, Chef still at the table. I'm like, Chef the way he look like he worried that the white dude to do something to him over behind taking his stuff. Man, I'm like, this junk crazy. So I go back and sit back on the bed and chilling. I mean, sit on the bed like this. You know what I mean? I hear everybody like, man, oh, that's crazy, Chef, man. Nah, man, that's crazy, Chef, man. You can't do that, Chef, man. Nah, that's what made me get up. I get up and I look. I see some red team dudes all like by the table where he at making his food. Like, but I'm thinking they talking about like Chef didn't let them, you know what I mean, in to make their food. Like he making somebody else's food. And like that's what I'm thinking the discrepancies over. They're like, nah, you can't do that, Chef, man. No, sir, man, you can't do that, Chef, man. So I say that. I just see my roommate coming upstairs with his shirt off because I guess he was balling and working out. He ready to get in the shower. So when I see that, that's when I come out the cell and I just hit the railing like I always do. So I'm like right there. The laundry dude right there too, sitting on this table, sitting in the seat. So I'm right there. I'm just looking at the commotion. I'm like, so my roommate come up. He like, man, you can't make this up, man. I'm like, what? He was like, man, say word. The white dude out that bitch telling everybody that chef hitting his roommate.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.